Hello, welcome to How to Find God, brought to you by Eckankar, the Path of Spiritual Freedom. My name is Francisca Olose, your host on the discourse, Lessons of Karma and Love. Lessons of Karma and Love. And with me in the studio, I have two wonderful members of Eckankar. I have the first, Sam Meje and Anthony Rega. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
Nice to have you both here.
Thanks.
Singing hymn can help expand your awareness.
Singing hymn can help you experience divine love. Singing hymn can heal a broken heart.
Singing hymn offers solace during times of grief.
Singing hymn can help bring peace and calm.
Yes, our discourse today is a wonderful one, two wonderful words here, karma and love. And I think I am very elated to know about it because I know at the end of the program, I will be able to get a lot from you. So talking about lessons of karma and love, let me start with Sam. What is karma?
Karma to us means law of retribution, law of action and reaction, and it may also be known as the law of love. The law of what you sow is what you reap. The law of responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Anthony, with your head, karma. I think the definition is endless. What do you have to contribute to that? What is karma?
Okay, karma speaks to our action, the things we do, the things we say, the things we think about. Everything put together comes back to us. So it's the law of cause and effect. Your actions, your inactions, the right things you do, the wrong things you do, everything about our life is karmic. And that is karma.
Interesting. Everything about our life is karma. What you do right, what you do wrong, all is about karma. Will it be right to say karma is a way of punishment? Can we describe karma as a kind of punishment? Because you talk of what we do and what we don't do, inaction and actions.
To be honest, karma is not punishment. Rather, it is.
So what is it?
It is a law of love. Because that makes you realize that whatever you sow, you reap, puts you in check. So to me, karma is all about love. Because if you know that you'll be punished for doing wrong thing, you will restrain yourself from doing that which you know will come back to you.
Okay, good to know that. I would like us to know if there are different types of karma.
Yes, there are different types of karma. As a matter of fact, we have about 4 types of karma.
Really?
Yes. We have the primal karma, we have the reserve karma, we have the fate karma, we have the daily karma. The primal karma has to do with the karma or the package that is given to us by God when we are coming to the lower worlds. As a matter of fact, this physical world is just one of the worlds of God. We have the physical plane, which is where we are right now. And it comprises the galaxies, right? We have the astral plane, we have the causal, we have the mental, we have the etheric. All right, so we now have the true home of soul, where we originally came from. All right, so, and God created these universes, these different worlds, as a training school for us. So at the point of sending us to this world to learn about love, we needed to be given what you call a package. That is my word. Okay, and that word is, I refer to it as a primer karma. All right? But in the course of having different experiences while living in these universes, these worlds of God, we create situations. Some of these situations we are not able to resolve in a particular lifetime. So those we are not able to resolve in a particular lifetime, you now refer to them as reserved karma. Such that when you come back to this world, your life begins from where you stop. You know, coming back to this world is what we refer to as reincarnation. So all that you have done, yes, all that you have done in the past, even in this lifetime, constitutes karma. All right? But when you are not able to resolve everything, those things you are not able to resolve now constitute the reserve karma. And you have to come back to continue from where you stop. And you continue with the reserve karma. Now, fate karma determines whether one is going to be a man or a woman, depending on the experience one has had in the past. Then the daily karma borders on the things we do daily, day to day. If you do those things that are uplifting, they stand in your favor. If you do those things that are not uplifting, of course, they equally stand in your favor. With time, you will pay for them. All right? But the ultimate, as I said, is when you are not able to resolve all that you have done, which constitute the karma, because of those karmic burdens, you are now back by way of reincarnation to continue. So, again, we have the primal karma, some people call it the adi karma, we have the reserve karma, we have the fate karma, and we have the daily karma.
Thank you very much. Interesting. Yeah, you did mention that karma, in a way, is about love. So, having mentioned that, we are looking at lessons of karma and love. How will you put love? What's your concept of love?
Love is that string that ties all of us together. If you don't love me, if I don't love you, we'll always be at war. We will understand that we exist as so because of God's love for us. And we are part of God. We are spark of God. We originated from God. So the only thing we have to give to each and every one of us around us is love. Bearing in mind that we did not meet here by accident. When he was explaining about karma, he said that the karmas we don't resolve in a lifetime brings us back again. We are all living together because we've been here together. It is that love that we need to apply, that lessons of love we learn from karma that we need to apply to exist in harmony in this reincarnation.
Okay. You brought the word reincarnation. I think is a real big deal when we talk about reincarnation, but that can be reserved for another time on this program.
Okay.
So anyway, having said all that you heard, let's look at karma and look at love. To me, it appears there is a thin line between both. How do you see it?
Yes, you are very right. There is a thin line. They are connected. Okay. Because, you see, this world was created for a purpose by God. And that purpose is for us to learn about ourselves. That we are souls. That we are souls. We are sparks of God. We exist in God. We are sustained by God. And the God we're talking about is love. And the best way to describe God is the ocean of love and mercy. All right? So, here's the package we are giving. Was given to us, which we now call karma, was given to us to train us, to purge us, to purify us. So the end result of karma that we talk about is the love. Because ultimately we learn from our experiences. Karma is not punishment, as it were. Okay. Nobody even imposes karma on you. Karma is a function of our actions. So if you do the right thing, the result you will get is the benefit of doing the right thing. That is karmic. If you do the wrong thing, the result you will get is the benefit of doing the wrong thing. And that is karmic. I'll give you a small example. Now, around my environment, they are making roads, and it became difficult for me. And this happened just some few days ago. Difficult for me to park my vehicle in my premises. Okay. Right. So I had to park my vehicle in my neighbor's premises. Now, at about 10:30 p.m., I realized that I needed to take something very important from my vehicle. And I was asking myself, am I not going to disturb this lady? Am I not going to disturb? I was concerned, but I needed to call her. So I did. She was gracious enough to come out, to open the gate. Yes. Gracious enough. Yes, to come out. And I had to apologize to her, got what I needed to get from my car. But at that moment, she said something. She said, I'm so happy that you called me at the time you did. Because do you know that even my gate, I didn't lock it. Really? She didn't lock her main gate. So she was happy. So this is, the point I'm making is this. If you sow a good seed, you will reap a good seed. That is, for her, a very beautiful experience. And that is how we create karma. She could have reacted negatively. Should have complained that I was disturbing her. But she never did. Her heart opened. And she got the immediate benefit. And that is how karma works.
Thank you. Well, we are still discussing the lessons of karma and love. We'll quickly take a break now, and when we come back, we continue with the discourse. Thank you.
Singing hymn can help expand the awareness.
Singing hymn can help you experience divine love. Singing hymn can heal a broken heart.
Singing hymn offers solace during times of grief.
Singing hymn can help bring peace and calm.
Thank you very much. Nice to know you are still there on the discourse. Lessons of karma and love on how to find God, brought to you by Eckankar, the path of spiritual freedom. Stay in the studio. I have Sam Imeje and Anthony Rega.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And now we have talked about what is karma, what is love, the relationship between karma, the types of karma. Let's come to the real heat of the topic. Lessons of karma and love. What will you say from your own experience? How much have you been able to recognize and benefit from these lessons of karma and love?
Yeah, thank you very much. If we refuse to learn the lessons of karma and apply love to our understanding, it means we've learned nothing and we will come back again continuously. Let me tell you a story. Where I stay, when I was trying to develop the property, my neighbor was already existing, and it was in the rainy season. I begged him that I'll be keeping cement in his house so that we can move cement from there to my property. He said no, he refused. His reason was that the former people who kept cement in his place kept his place rough, and he did not allow me. I have to move some distance to keep the cement. Cut the story short, I finished building. Just about 2 months ago, they started reconstructing our road, and he has nowhere to park his car. So he came to me. We've been staying as good neighbors. He came to my house and pleaded that he should be parking his car in my place. Of course, he's my neighbor. I allowed him, and he is happy doing it. Not only that, since I came in there, every request he has made to me, I have always yielded to him. 3 days ago, he parked his car in my house and traveled. His son, who doesn't have a driver's license, came to my house and wanted to move the car away. I told him, your father did not give me that authority to allow any other person to drive his car. Can you call him? He tried to call his father. He couldn't get his father. I said, okay, bring your mom to my place. The mom never came. 2 days after I saw the man, I said, neighbor, see what happened. He said, my neighbor, thank you very much, as we did not allow the boy to drive the car because he doesn't have a driver's license, and I've warned him not to do it. What have I learned from this? If I had carried on with what he did to me, despite the fact that I lost materials when I was building my house, we won't have that good relationship. I believe that there is a reason for both of us to coexist, and applying love to all I do with him has relieved me presently from acquiring further karma that might bring us together again in our previous or in our next incarnation, if for any reason we have to come again. So there is always a lesson of love. The understanding that karma is no punishment is very important. And who teaches us this lesson? It is the Mahanta, the living egg master, the leader of Eckankar. When you have acquired enough good karma, as my friend said, it will enable you to meet with the Mahanta. And once you meet with the Mahanta, the first thing he teaches you is how to sing Hu. Hu, you know, is the ancient name of God, a sound of soul, the song of love that pleases the heart of God. Once you learn how to sing Hu, you make connection to the light and sound, which is the essence of God in our universe. And then you start living your life the right way. Then you understand that it is better to live a life of love, do good in all you do, bear in mind that whatever you sow, you reap. And once you know that if you sow negatively, you will reap negatively, what do? You start living right, start living positively, bearing in mind that you may not have the opportunity to come back here again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sounds very interesting. In fact, if you were Anthony, I would have said this is the law of karma, cause and effect. You're talking about cars. You were parking in somebody's place. You wanted to park in another person's place, and you were not allowed. But however, the law of the lessons of karma and love is interesting. I don't know, you may want to share one or two experiences with us on how these lessons of karma, how you have been able to recognize it. Mind you, he talked about the Mahanta, the Hu. How has the Mahanta, and who is the Mahanta, how has he helped you to recognize that whatever is coming to you is as a result of lessons that you need to learn from karma and love?
All right, thank you for the opportunity. Now, the Mahanta is the spiritual leader of Eckankar. His full title is the Mahanta, the living egg master. And the current one is Sri Harold, as he's an American. And one of the things he does for us is to teach us spiritual laws. One of the laws is the laws of karma, you know, and of course the law of love. And for me, I found Eckankar because I was trying to find answers to my challenges. And this was many, many years ago. And at that time, I was pointing fingers at every other person as the cause of my problem. You know, I was always calling people wishes, cashing wishes, wizard, and what have you. And it was not an enjoyable experience for me because I went through a lot. Then I was in the secondary school. And because of my experiences, the challenges I was having, I started asking questions about life. Why is God allowing this type of thing to happen to me? I mean, what have I done to deserve these challenges? I was really having challenges, and the challenges were real. I was not able to sleep in the night. In the night, I'll be feeling this force all over me. It was really tough. As young as I was, I went to different places looking for answers, and in the course of asking questions, I found Eckankar. All right? And the interesting part of it is this. The very day I brought up this issue before the Mahanta, the living egg master, he opened my eyes, my spiritual eyes. And this is one of the privileges of being a member of Eckankar, because you get to understand that you are beyond this physical body that you have always been, that you are soul. And as soul, you have all these qualities, the qualities of God. And there is nothing, no question you cannot find an answer to. So I brought this issue before the Mahanta, the living egg master, and it opened my eyes to realizing that all the challenges I have had from infancy had something to do with me. And of course, I went further to asking for help. And to my amazement, he opened my eyes, and I saw that I had a link, an invisible link to all these persons that were disturbing me. And the master at that moment, and that was the first miracle in my life, first healing, spiritual healing. At that moment, the master had to break all the shame and all the links I had. Now, these links were traceable to my past lifetime, the life I lived.
You're talking about reincarnation.
Reincarnation. So, you talk about the benefits. If you follow the guidance and love of the Mahanta, the living Earth Master, certainly you'll be released from the bond of karma. That is one of the benefits. The second benefit you realize is that everybody around you is soul. Everybody is around you is soul. And they should enjoy the same love as much as you want. And I mean, if I may just share this, if I have the time. I sent my daughter out to get me water to drink. And when she came, she brought the cup of water. And as I was taking the cup of water, I looked into her eyes, and to my amazement, I saw something that was bigger than my daughter. That she's not just my daughter, that she's a pure, lovely child of God that is doing me a favor by giving me this water. I saw a big light flowing from her. And at that moment, I asked the inner master, because that is the beauty, again, of having the Mahanta with us. What should I do? And he told me, express gratitude to this young girl. So I was not just getting water from her as a child. I was getting water from her as a fellow soul. And I expressed gratitude to her. All right? So that is a product of love, of course. But I was seeing beyond the moment. I was not just seeing my child that has come to me because of the karmic bond that we share together. So, and that is how karma works. When you express love, when you give love, what you get back is love. And it is the duty of the Mahanta to guide us in that direction. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The duty of the Mahanta to guide us in that regard. So definitely, karma, lessons of karma and love helps us in our spiritual growth. Well, we are gradually rounding off. So far, so good. Our discourse has been lessons of karma and love. And we have heard that karma is the cause of, is about the law of cause and effect. We have also heard that there are different types of karma, and that love is something that we all share that comes from God, that is something that we all need to have and extend to our fellow neighbors. And lessons of karma and love can be helped with the Mahanta. You can easily identify and recognize it, and it can help you in your spiritual growth. But briefly, before we go, do you have last words for us?
Yes. It is necessary and important for us to realize that we are our own selves. Whatever we do, we wait for the action and we receive it. If we know that karma knows our addresses, knows our phone numbers, is precise, no technicality, we will endeavor to live right and apply love in all we do with other people. Then we also have to do all that we've agreed to do with the Mahanta. Do our spiritual exercises, which one of them is singing hymn. Surrender our actions and live upright. Do things that we feel that when people do them to us, we'll be happy. If we do that, we will enjoy the love that comes from karma. Thank you.
The lesson of karma and love. Yes, what it brings out for me is that I should be conscious of my actions. I should not live a life of being a victim, because everything that comes to me is a product of my actions and my inactions. And it behoves on everybody who knows who wants to walk by this spiritual law, to be conscious that if you throw out something, it will certainly come back to you. So the idea of being a victim of some other person should be discarded. Because indeed, we at all times, we determine the type of life that we have.
Thank you very much. Sincerely, I want to thank you, Sam and Anthony. Well, it's been very nice talking with both of you. That's how it's been on How to Find God, brought to you by Eckankar, the Path of Spiritual Freedom. Next time we meet again. Until then, have a pleasant week ahead.